Hi, pastors. First of all, thank you so much for watching this video. I know some of you would rather watch a video and others would rather read an email. So I decided that this is so important that I wanted to offer both. And I am sending this to our divisional leaders as well as pastors that have been active partners in our youth summer camps. And the reason is I just really felt like I wanted to reach out and engage with you because this is a summer of change. And I just feel like your partnership in prayer, as well as some of the action items that I'll be talking about, is super, super important for this year. So let me go ahead and just hit the highlights of this email and then the action steps. Number one is that you probably know we have a venue change this year. We're going to be at Potomac Park Retreat and Conference Center, which is in Falling Waters, West Virginia. And it's an Assembly of God's camp, and it has some real positives in terms of their worship space, in terms of their activities that we're going to be able to do there, as well as some other venue type things. Always challenges when you're going to a new place. I'm aware of that. So this will be a year of navigation, but I'm excited about what it could be. Secondly is a date change. Every year we have leaders that say, can we please get off the week of 4th of July, because number one, they're missing it every year, that holiday with their family. And secondly, they say that they have students that aren't able to come because of vacations and different commitments. So we've moved it back a few weeks, which I hope will be a blessing to you. And I know for these committed youth leaders who have been coming year after year and have really sacrificed that time with their family. The third thing is cost. Even though this camp is $10 more, as a district, we've committed to cover that $10 increase and just keep the cost the same as it has been last year. So that's something that we wanted to do because we really want to get your kids there in any way that we can in terms of the financial thing. Part of it. I know that it's always a challenge, and so I appreciate all you're doing with that. But I'm really hoping we can get more kids there that'll cover that, and especially with our speaker, J.J. Jones. He's the chaplain at Ignite. He's done our camps last year, a few of the summer camps, and was phenomenal. Just the spiritual atmosphere that was sent, the ministry time, his teachings. I think you're going to be really pleased with that. And then next is our youth leadership team. Many of you know this because you're experiencing it at the local church. And our planning team pretty much has turned over because most of those people that have been part of our camp planning team have transitioned out of their role in youth ministry. So we're asking you, can you identify who that point person is that we can contact to engage in the planning part of camp with us? A few calls, just helping us really with this new place, kind of rebooting what we're doing for camp. If you don't have anybody, would you be willing to do that? Would you be willing to sit in? Many of you have expertise. You have ideas and things that you want to see for your kids, and we want to tap into that. So please consider this an invitation for your youth leader contact or for you to be a part of this planning time with us. And then also this year in the spring, I met with some of the pastors and leaders of our Hispanic churches in the Frederick area. And some of the things that came out of that were, number one, we're going to be planning a Hispanic, Spanish-speaking next-gen training, probably in the fall. The other was that they didn't understand everything about camp. So there was a lot of talk about that. And there's a desire that they have, but because it's new, there's some hesitancy. So one of the things that we talked about as a district team with Pastor Peter is reaching out to churches in our hub in A and C and saying, would you be willing to help scholarship some of our Hispanic students, $100 or to help with a student. And if churches have more, great. In fact, we really hope there's churches that don't have a youth ministry right now, don't have youth to send to camp, that they would look at this as sowing into our camp so that, believing that God's going to bring youth for them that will eventually be able to have a youth ministry and to be part of camp. You'll be getting an email about that today or tomorrow, but I wanted to let you know my heart on that is working with some of our Hispanic churches that haven't been involved before and trying to help them see what it could look like. And then finally, Thursday, May 16th, I'm calling it a webinar, but it's really kind of like a conference call to just engage our leaders and U.S. pastors, ability to ask questions, offer ideas, any of those type of things. I'm going to offer it at 11 a.m. and 7 p.m., and I will get that information to you. So quick action steps. One is, would you please make sure that your youth leaders have the camp information? It's all on our website. Number two, could you contact me with a point person for who you would like to see represent your church on our camp planning team? And then third is to be looking for that email regarding our Hispanic student scholarship, and just be willing to partner with us on that. So sorry this took more than 5 minutes. I was trying to get it under 5, but I really appreciate all of you, and it's good to know. Sometimes I can feel like I'm trying to do this on my own or with a few people, but knowing that we're partners together and what God wants to do for our students is an amazing synergy that we can have together, and excited to see what happens. So thanks again. Contact me if you have any questions. Bye.